In a quiet forest, there once stood a young tree. It had grown tall over the years, its branches reaching for the sky, eager to stretch and dance with the wind. But wrapped tightly around its trunk was a thick green vine. The vine had been there since the tree was a sapling. At first, it seemed harmless, maybe even comforting. The vine whispered gently through the breeze, "You need me. I protect you from the cold. I hold you together." And the young tree, unsure of the world, believed it. As seasons passed, the vine grew thicker, heavier. It clung tightly to the bark, digging into the trunk, wrapping around the branches, pulling them down. The tree began to lean, straining against the weight. But still, the vine whispered, "You can't survive without me." The tree tried to ignore the discomfort. After all, it had always known the vine. It had grown with it. Letting go seemed impossible. One autumn, a powerful storm rolled through the forest. The wind howled, trees bent, branches snapped. The young tree trembled under the pressure, its roots holding firm, but it could barely sway. The vine had restricted it so much that it could no longer move with the wind. When the storm passed, the tree was still standing, but barely. Several branches had cracked. The tree ached. That night, the tree listened, and for the first time, it heard the silence beneath the vine's whispers, the silence of its own voice, the one that had been drowned out for so long. "You are not helping me," the tree thought. "You are holding me back." The next morning, when the sun rose, the tree did something it had never done before. It pushed outward. Slowly, stubbornly, it began to grow away from the vine, stretching new branches higher where the vine hadn't yet reached. Birds landed on its limbs again. Sunlight warmed its leaves. The vine, sensing it was losing control, tightened in response. It whispered louder, harsher this time. "You'll fall without me. You'll be nothing alone." But the tree no longer listened. Over time, the tree shed the vine, bit by bit. The scars remained, yes. The bark bore marks where the vine had dug deep, but they no longer hurt. They had become proof. Proof that the tree had chosen to grow, to heal, to live freely. Some attachments don't look toxic at first. They might come disguised as comfort, as safety, even as love. But when something keeps you small, when it silences your voice, when it wraps around your life so tightly that you forget who you were before it, that's not love. That's control. That's fear dressed in familiarity. It's hard to leave what you've known for so long, even when it's hurting you. The longer the attachment lasts, the more convincing the whispers become. You need this. You can't survive without it. But that's a lie. You can grow without it. You can breathe again. It starts with recognizing the weight. Then, slowly, you reclaim your space. You let in light. You stretch into new directions. And with time, you learn to stand tall again. Not everything that wraps around you is there to hold you up. Sometimes, it's there to keep you from moving. And your freedom? It's worth the fight. Even if it hurts at first, you are allowed to grow beyond what once held you. Let go of what pulls you down. You were meant to rise. Thank you so much for watching, and stay happy.